So, hey, everybody. My name is Kristen Wyatt. I'm excited to share with you guys a little bit today about the company that we're a part of, Q Sciences. I have been a part of this company now for almost 3 years, which is crazy to think about. I kept saying 2.5, and my husband's like, you can't say 2.5 anymore. It's been almost 3. So I'm like, 3 years. But we're very, very grateful. This kind of started off, just full disclosure. My husband and I were really skeptical about this industry for a really long time because I actually came from traditional business. And being a traditional business owner, if any of you guys are like, have had a brick and mortar or traditional business, you know what I'm talking about. It's like your baby, right? And you pour your blood, sweat, and tears into that project. And so for me, working so hard, 60 plus hours a week, coming and going in the hallways of love you, bye, opposite schedules, coming home, and then I'd open my computer and it felt like everyone seemed to be in this kind of side gig business or selling something to me. And it honestly wore me out. I didn't love it, that approach. And I remember just looking at my husband and kind of going, ugh, like get a real job, people. I'm obviously eating my words now because this is my full-time job. But that's really how I felt. And I think it's because I lacked fulfillment a little bit and kind of liked this idea of having a little bit more time leverage, a little bit more leverage with my finances, but didn't think that that was the way or that was even a viable option. So I kind of dug in and did research once I got pregnant. And if any of you guys are not pregnant, well, maybe some of you are pregnant. If any of you guys are parents, like you start to have kids and everything gets screwed up. Like not in a bad way, not in a bad way, in a good way, kind of sometimes in a bad way, but it just totally uproots everything. And that was the moment that my husband and I started having these kind of serious conversations of, I wonder which one of us will be there when he walks for the first time. And is it going to be me? Is it going to be you? Is it going to be a caretaker that we miss the moment entirely if they can't film it for us? And so it helped us at least give us the nudge to dig into this industry and what it could be. And I dove into the research side of it. And once I kind of discovered the validity of this industry, which blew my mind, seeing these mentors and businessmen, women all over the world really saying that this was a legitimate business option, especially considering everything we've been through this past year, I kind of just went for it. That's the best way I can explain it. I didn't know what would come of it. And when I was presented with this company in particular, I had my old school traditional business hat back on. I wanted to look in all the details of this project. I knew it was ground floor. I knew the product seemed to be great, but was it the right fit for me? Because there's a lot of companies out there. And so what I'm hoping to do today is to just share with you a little bit about why my husband and I chose this company in particular. And then we can go from there and answer any questions that you have. And you can get back with the person that either shared this recording or invited you on today. And we'll kind of go from there. Cool? Okay, so let's dig in. First of all, it's kind of about finding the right company, like I mentioned. This company is called Q Sciences. We are in over 20 countries, and we've actually been around for a while. Our products were around back in 2012. They were in doctors' offices, clinicians' offices, things like that, in the health and wellness sectors. And we launched in the network marketing space just a couple years ago. Since then, we've gone up over 700, closer to 800%. And so this was huge for us, my husband and I, knowing that it was ground floor because timing in business is everything, but not a lot of the same ground floor risk because the products had already been around and had been validated. And that was huge for us. A lot of that has to do with these two gentlemen right here. This is our CEO and founder, Mark Wilson, as well as our president, Jake Spencer. I could go on and on, honestly, about their credentials. Mr. Mark Wilson is a brilliant business mind, very, very hard worker, came from an athletic career, and he was really lacking fulfillment in retirement and really took on this project, Q Sciences, to add value to other people. He wanted to make an impact on other people, and he knew he could do that in health and wellness, but he brought on Mr. Jake Spencer because he had experience in this industry in particular. And if they could make an impact both on health for people, but also their finances, they knew that would be much larger of a global impact. And I sit on the board of advisors, and I have to tell you guys, being able to rub elbows with these two gentlemen, their wives, Colleen and Sarah, become really good friends of mine. They are not only the best mentors I've ever had in business and finances and even home life stuff, but they also are just incredibly good people. The integrity is there. They fully embody our core values as a company, which which is faith, family, then everything else after. And to see that demonstrated in front of my eyes firsthand has been really, really cool to see. And again, I'm opinionated. I like having my voice be heard. I've been at the bottom of the totem pole before. So they have like the biggest ears, but the smallest mouths. They truly listen and want our input from the field. And that just goes to show how beginning stages this company really is. So let's dig into the products a little bit. We have a full suite of products, literally over 50 products. So don't worry, I won't go into all of them today. We have hemp oil, we have nutrition, we have a fitness and weight loss line. We even have oral spray vitamins and kids wellness. I have to give a little shout out right here at the bottom, this circle. This is my son, Jude. He drew this design and it actually got chosen to be one of our kids core bags. And so it's really cool how they involve kids for accountability purposes to contribute toward whether it be being on the bag or even getting a prize for completing a 30-day checklist, things like that. It's really cool. So this bag right here, to get a little bit deeper in, is my absolute favorite product. This bag includes all three of those products, okay? But they're not bottles. Inside the bag is little tiny AM pack, PM pack, and all the bottles are pre-sorted for you. Oh, it's the only reason my husband takes these products consistently, because it's simple and I'm all about simple. So you may have heard, if you've heard of anything from this company, you may have heard of the main flagship product that we have in this bag. It's called Qmax Premium, and it's really just a vitamin, but it's not just a vitamin. It has all those good chelated minerals and all the good nutrients that we're not getting in our diets because our soil is so depleted. And it actually crosses the blood-brain barrier, which I know I said I'm not going to get too sciencey on you guys or anything like that today, but in doing that, it's actually shown improvement for people's mental health. And not just that, but in this bag is digestive enzymes, an anti-inflammatory, probiotic, prebiotic. I mean, it's everything you need for well-rounded health. That's why we call it the core. Now, we do have a fitness and weight management line, like I mentioned. What I like about this company is we don't claim to have some sort of magic pill. Doesn't exist, never will. Our products are amazing. They will regulate your blood sugar, block carbs, speed your metabolism. Like, the products are legit, but we know there's a lifestyle change that needs to happen. So Stacy and Kimball Jensen, they are a couple that totally created this entire QFit program with an app with workouts on demand, beginner through advanced, meal plans, recipes, accountability, connection to your trainer, you name it. So I love that. Like I mentioned, we have oral spray vitamins. I didn't know those existed, but I love how easy they are because you just spray under the tongue. Because of the sublingual delivery, it hits the bloodstream fast. They taste like spearmint. My 5-year-old loves them, but people who don't want to swallow pills too also love them. And they're very solution oriented, whether it's vitamin C for immunity or vitamin D3 or fully methylated B12. Everyone's favorite, of course, is our sleep spray because it will knock you out and keep you asleep all night. And if you wake up, you'll go back to sleep. But I will say one thing I like about it is you don't wake up kind of feeling like a hangover from a sleep aid, if that makes sense. And so everyone loves that product. And then, of course, we have full spectrum hemp, like I mentioned. Now, CBD is kind of everywhere. And when a market like this is booming, people want to get a piece of the pie. So we went the full spectrum hemp route, but not all CBDs at the gas stations are created equal, you guys. Like, you got to be very, very careful what you're putting in your body. So we have a patented technology that's water soluble. We have THC free options, and we have 100% absorption with this product and immediate onset. I can't even really go into the details of it. You just have to try it. And the coolest part about it is when you try it, you're going to feel it. So that's easy. We kind of have constant innovation with our products. In fact, our hemp just got an update on technology because of this guy. Dr. Stephen Kimberly is our chief science officer. He used to be with WebMD. He's a naturopath, and he believes science is always evolving. And so we have to change and evolve, just like technology. And you always get the new iPhone. I have the new, Apple Watch. Like, it's the same. We cannot be taking the same vitamin we were taking 20 plus years ago. So to have someone like him with his high standards is huge. Now we're going to go into becoming an ambassador. This was the route my husband and I wanted to take. And our first question was kind of like, what's the initial investment, right? $39.95. That was huge for us because my traditional business costs a whole lot more than that. $39.95 for an entire year. And you get everything that you need, from support to your e-commerce website. People can go to your website, purchase products, it drop ships to them. You do not have to carry inventory. But what I also love is that it's not a numbers game to us. I'm not here to convince anyone of everything. Not Not everyone is prepared to take on a business. Even if it does fit into 15 minutes a day, not everyone has that ability to truly treat this as a business. And so they can just become a customer. And we actually have an entire, from a business perspective, we have a whole department at Q Sciences, and their whole job is to help me retain my customers for them. So talk about a partnership. It was me, myself, and I in my traditional business. They give them rewards and help them manage their orders. And there's zero risk because they have a 30-day money back guarantee and they get my pricing anyway. So again, there's no special incentive to go the business route unless you're really wanting to take this on as a second stream of income. So I love that. When it comes to looking at this as a business, I, wondered, okay, well, how quick can I get back my investment, right? That's a normal question. Can I help other people do that, right? I love that this compensation plan was simple. It's a one pager. This is just a quick little glimpse of it, not going to go into a ton of detail, but people can go to my website and earn commission. I can make commission off of anything they purchase. And then as I have other orders going through my website, people coming to my website to partner with me in this business, now all of a sudden I make commission off of everything that goes through their website and so on and so forth. So as orders are coming in, I'm unlocking these ranks and it's set pay. So based on what volume and how many orders you have coming into your organization determines what your paycheck is. It's not higher, it's not lower. You know exactly what you're getting, which is unheard of in this industry. And then to have bonuses on top of that, I'm the rank of Ruby. So you can see here it says Builder, Pro, these different rank names. I know the number part isn't going to make a lot of sense to you today. That's okay. But I'm the rank of Ruby, which is a little further down on the scale. But this has been the most rewarding part, you guys. I love helping people health-wise. I love giving them a vitamin that changes their relationship with their family. 100%. This has been so fulfilling for me. But to have somebody come in who's busy, or only has a few minutes a day, or has 7 kids, or is a single father, or works as an ER nurse overnights, and they still need that second stream of income, and they still need that extra support to get out of debt or do what they need to do. And I can plug them into a simple system in these tiny moments of their day, and they can unlock these paychecks, bonuses as quickly as next Friday, to get their investment back, to get a return on their investment that quickly. No, not everybody goes that fast, but our system is built for it. Our system is built for people to unlock these weekly checks right out of the gate 4 or 5 weeks in a row. And that is huge for me. And it's been so fulfilling to help people that even I'm seeing on this call making a couple $100 a month, $1,700 a month, $8,000 a month. Like, you get in where you fit in. And it's about however much you want to put into it, we match your efforts and make it happen, right? And we can create a really custom business plan for you because our compensation plan is so direct and simple. Now, this brings me to my favorite part about this company. This is really what sealed the deal for my husband and I. The financial freedom movement. It's the fourth way we get paid. Whenever people hit a certain rank, instead of having some sort of car program or hype incentive, lifestyle bonus, whatever, we don't really believe in that. And instead, when people hit a certain rank, they actually put additional money toward a debt of your choice. And if you're not in debt, they'll put it toward a qualified retirement account in your name. And so their goal is to help you get out of debt, but to also learn investing, right? Have strategy. And so there's a lot to do with that. Financial literacy is a big thing, you guys. You can make a ton of money, and maybe you're smart to store it, but maybe you don't have the knowledge, right? And so we don't just stop there with that bonus incentive. We also have, from day one, people get assigned to them a one-on-one professional financial coach and mentor that will not just train them on taxes and credit repair and debt consolidation and everything they need to get their financial home in order, but also coach them through their mindset around money and abundance style mindset, and not just making money, but learning how to keep it and change their lives. And so that I had never heard of anything like that. And for that to be included in your yearly membership, you don't pay any extra to have a mentor financial wise on demand when you need them, is massive. Now, I mentioned a little bit about a simple system, and I'm going to wrap up here. For us, I wanted to treat this like a true business. And I love that this company kind of operates more like a traditional business in that we onboard you. There's training, there's accessible leaders and mentors. Probably whoever sent you this video or shared this event with you today, they haven't had to do a whole lot during this presentation. Most likely, right? Because it's plug and play. They shouldn't have to. You should be able to earn an income before you know everything. And we have events like this all the time that you can easily invite your people to and plug them into because we have all the tools you need right out of the gate. So let's talk about what's next. We're going to follow up with you after this. Cat's out of the bag. We don't hide anything here. We're going to follow up with you, see what you thought after that. We really appreciate you taking some time out to hear about it. And you're going to get put into like a three-way conversation, whether it's a chat, Facebook message, phone call, whatever works, so you can get your questions answered, whether it's product related, you want to have a candid conversation about the business side, whatever. But what I want to encourage you to do is put your business hat on, like I did when I looked at this company. Watch the system unfold in front of you. Watch the simplicity of it, because the person that invited you to look at this is not going to do the talking in this conversation. Somebody else is. And that's the beauty of it. You're going to love it, because when you partner with us, you're going to want somebody else answering all your people's questions too. So again, you're not sitting there with flashcards trying to memorize all of this before you can even move the needle. We have people getting their investment back quickly because there's present mentorship and a simple system that creates massive duplication. And that is just one component to why the timing of this is so key and why this company is exploding and is now in the top 3 fastest growing companies in this industry globally. We've only been around for a couple of years. There's zero signs of us slowing down. Every month is our new best month. And that's why we've grown over 800% in 2 years. So if you're not sure if you want to go the business route, ask your person for the checklist. We have a checklist that helps you decide if customer or business route is best for you. But even still, I just appreciate you guys for hopping on here, taking time away from your families just to view this a little bit. I know you probably have a ton of questions. That's okay. That's good. This was just a little snapshot overview. And so we'll get to your questions and help you kind of get in where you fit in, whatever works for you guys. Thank you so much. I hope I get to meet some of you guys in person one day soon. Bye, everybody. Have a good day.